One of the hardest challenges on the keto diet plan is having to give up bread. Another challenge is finding keto-friendly meals that don't take hours to make. So, can you imagine my surprise when I found out that there was a way to make a delicious keto-friendly bread in only 90 seconds and in the microwave? Well, at first I was skeptical. After all, traditional bread making takes a tremendous amount of prep work. You have to knead the dough, let it proof, and then bake it. It's a 2-hour process. But I decided to give this 90-second keto bread recipe a try, and wow! It looked like real bread, it felt like real bread, and it tasted like a slice of real bread. Well, now that bread was back on the table, we went to work really hard to find some keto-friendly recipes that you can make at home that will satisfy that craving for bread and that doesn't take hours to make. Tonight, we're making a quick and easy 10-minute keto chicken melt. We'll make the 90-second bread with butter, almond flour, baking powder, an egg, and a pinch of salt. And then we'll take that bread and put it in a nonstick pan with butter and grill it. On top of the bread will be a mixture of canned chicken, egg, salt, and pepper, and some freshly grated cheddar cheese. This low-carb chicken melt sandwich really hits the spot, and it's only 3 grams of carbs, so it's perfect for the keto diet. It's going to be delicious, so stick around and we'll show you how we make it. My name is Mark Phillips. I've been in the food and beverage business for over 30 years. Throughout my career, I've had the opportunity to be in over 10,000 kitchens from around the world. Each week, I travel to a different city and get the opportunity to call on some of the most amazing chefs in the industry. The Kitchen of Chef Mark is a channel dedicated to showing you how you too can make fine dining, restaurant quality food right in your own home. We'll travel together, we'll cook together, and we'll have some fun along the way. Welcome to the Kitchen of Chef Mark. Now let's get cooking. Tonight we're making a quick and easy 10-minute keto chicken melt sandwich. If you've ever been on a low-carb diet, then you know the challenge of giving up bread. We'll show you how to make a delicious low-carb bread in only 90 seconds. Then we'll take canned chicken, add in an egg, shredded cheddar cheese, salt and pepper, and pan-sear it in a non-stick skillet. Our chicken melt is served with a dipping sauce made from mayonnaise, mustard, and hot sauce. Here's what you'll need to make this keto chicken melt. For the keto bread, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, 3 tablespoons of almond flour, 1 egg, a half a teaspoon of baking powder, and a pinch of coarse kosher salt. For the chicken melt, a 12-ounce can of chicken, 1 egg, 4 ounces of shredded cheese, and a pinch of salt and pepper. For the dipping sauce, 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, a teaspoon of hot sauce, a teaspoon of pickle juice, and a pinch of salt, pepper, and paprika. Optional items to make it gourmet: a pinch each of onion powder, garlic powder, and Italian herb seasoning, 2 chopped scallions, 2 sprigs of chopped parsley, and 2 cloves of chopped garlic. The first step is to make the keto bread. In a small bowl or ramekin, melt 2 tablespoons of butter. Add in the almond flour, baking powder, egg, and salt, and mix everything together. Place in the microwave on the regular or high setting for 90 seconds. Remove it from the microwave and allow to cool for a minute or 2. Then use a butter knife around the edges to loosen the bread and remove it from the ramekin. Use a serrated knife to slice the bread in half. Next, we'll get the chicken ready. And if you've ever heard the riddle, which came first, the chicken or the egg, we'll start with the chicken first. In a bowl, mix in the chicken, the egg, salt and pepper, and half of the shredded cheese. To give the chicken melt a touch of gourmet, add in the onion powder, garlic powder, and Italian seasoning. then the chopped scallions and parsley. These are optional items, and they add a few extra minutes to wash and chop, but they add extra texture and flavor to the sandwich if you have the extra time. Stir everything together thoroughly. We'll grill our bread and chicken in the same pan. Add in a few pieces of butter to a non-stick skillet and turn the heat to medium-low. To add some gourmet flair to the sandwich, we'll add in a few cloves of minced garlic to the butter. This is optional. Chopping garlic does add a few minutes of time, but like the added scallions and parsley earlier, the chopped and minced garlic adds a nice touch of flavor. The chicken takes a few minutes longer than the bread to get crispy, so we'll start with the chicken first. Add a scoop of the chicken mixture to the pan and saute for a few minutes on each side. Then place the 2 pieces of keto bread into the pan. As a fun little side note, if you just wanted to make a grilled cheese, this is where you would add the shredded cheese on top of the keto bread. But since we're making a chicken melt, we'll add the cheese to our chicken once it's done. While the chicken and bread are getting hot, you can make your dipping sauce. Once the bread and the chicken are browned to your liking, add the cheese to the chicken and let it melt. Then place your chicken on top of your keto bread and you're ready to serve. And there it is! Quick and easy 10-minute keto chicken melt with dipping sauce. This tasty sandwich is only 3 net carbs, perfect for anyone on the keto diet. It was delicious! Until next time, bon appetit!